Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in for the November Millennials in Travel Global Leadership Meeting. I'm Monica, Director of Operations. Thank you all for joining me tonight. We've got just a few quick updates to run through. First off, with active chapters, things are going really well with our Phoenix chapter, Phoenix, LA, and Charleston all have holiday events planned for December. So those are being pushed out at the end of last week and this week. And then I know Natalie will program them into social media in the next coming weeks. San Diego is going through a little bit of a leadership changeover and in search of 2 officers, which you can see down on the bullet point for leadership that we're looking for. Same thing with Chicago. I have a call with the Officer of Development for Chicago on Friday. She's actually moving to Arizona, and like a couple other things are happening within that chapter, but I'll keep you posted. But I'm confident that both San Diego and Chicago, they've been strong chapters for a really long time. I think, it's just this natural progression sometimes that leaders come and go. And I've already got people in the pipeline for both chapters that are interested. So I'm sure that they'll be back on track. San Diego already has an event planned for February, and I know Chicago is in the process of planning something as well. And then for Vancouver, I haven't received an update from them in a while, but I was up there just a couple of weeks ago and got to meet with a couple of people on the team, which was really great. And they're very committed and excited about their next events and building their chapter. And New York, we also have a change in the leadership for the Officer of Development role. But fortunately, we had a former Officer of Development from Los Angeles transfer to New York. And so she'll be transitioning into that role as well. So things are going well with the chapters. They're focused on, building membership, creating great events. And yeah, things are going well with our existing chapters. The Nashville and Miami launches both got postponed. I'm sure you're all feeling like everything's just crazy right now. And this end of the year, like stress, I think has just hit everybody. And it's been insanity. So I know that they just needed to like kind of take a breath, take a beat, and like put some more thought and planning into the launch events. So both chapters have expressed to me that they want to launch in early 2023, which I think will be a great way
for both of those.
off the year. Good question. I was going to get to that. So we have 2 officers in Miami, and we need 2 more, which is they're listed under leadership positions that we're seeking. And then for Nashville, it's crazy. We had like 6 people fighting over the 4 positions, and now we just have 3. So we do have 1 open position for the Officer of Events role in Nashville. If anybody knows anyone interested in Miami or Nashville. And then we're also looking for 3 manager roles as well, which you can see listed there. And then after we get those 2 off the ground, I think I'll focus on Houston. And I'm actually going to Houston in a couple of weeks to meet with a few like prospective leaders to launch that chapter. Any questions? Nope. Okay. Just a quick recap. We had 3 really great, successful, smaller but successful events in Charleston, New York, and Los Angeles in October. They all said the events went really well, nice turnout, everybody had a great time, good networking was done, good connections, some new members. So all in all, those events went really well. And then we've got upcoming events. Tomorrow, I'm going to host just a casual meetup at the Signature Conference about an hour before the formal welcome reception. So just anybody that's involved in Millennials in Travel that's attending Signature can come together and just have a quick toast to kind of kick off the week just before.
Ron, do we want to do any like promotion on that?
I don't think so. I already have 27 people that said that they would be there, and it's really just, we're kind of just meeting up at a bar. I'm going to go early, obviously, and it's a bar that's like in the middle of the casino, so sort of like set up like the Vdara bar that what we've done for Virtuoso in the past. So I don't necessarily want to get too many people there, but
you're going to do a bit of a takeover, Monica, too. So that
I will.
Yeah,
I'll do a takeover probably after the next day, just because I'll be. I go from that to the welcome reception to hosting a dinner with advisors, so I won't be able to do it right away. But
that'll be good.
Josh, do you think we should promote it?
I just am looking at devil's advocate of if somebody recently joined
and they're like, why didn't I get invited? Yeah, we could promote it on social media, tomorrow, maybe even just a quick join
we
us.
need
I
to
don't know if you had a chance
downplay-
to cross-reference the
I-
list yet.
I haven't, but I might be able to do it like tomorrow morning because I'll probably be up in like 5 hours.
Mhm.
So, but I think like if we just downplay what it is,
Yeah,
like using the word casual, so people don't think
Casual
it's like a
meetup.
formal,
Mhm.
to think it's a formalized event and that they're missing out because if they've paid for membership and they're not
Yeah, I
invited.
understand. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you want to send me any details, Monica, I can put up a story tomorrow. I don't think it needs a static post, but I can put up a story.
I'll do that. I'll send you over something for tonight. I'll send it to you tonight for tomorrow.
Yeah, no worries. Even if it's first thing tomorrow, no rush. Or I
Okay.
can always come up with a caption if you just want to like give me the bare bone details.
Fine.
Like, don't worry, whatever you can
Sure.
send.
Okay. Yep, I can do that. And then Josh, if you have a chance to cross-reference the list with our database, great.
I think if we use the word casual and like last minute, that will
Yeah.
downplay like the expectation that
I think so too.
people, yeah.
And even I had somebody reach out to me, Camilla reached out and was like, I heard about this, can I come? And I sent him the email, but he didn't get it. So there's like 20 people that haven't replied and my email might just be in their spam. It happens. So yeah, we do the best we can. Okay. And then the holiday, upcoming holiday events that I mentioned, Phoenix has one on December 1st at the Arizona Biltmore, which is going to be a really great event. Elizabeth, I don't know if you're going to be in town, but and if you can attend, I think it's right before the Prost holiday event in Phoenix, Scottsdale. So hopefully we'll have a nice turnout for that. The Waldorf Astoria, the Arizona Biltmore is offering a reduced rate as well for anybody that wants to extend their stay, which is nice. And then December 14th is the Los Angeles holiday event. I just sent the invite out today and I think we're already up to like 18 RSVPs. So that's going really well. It happens to fall the same week of like multiple company holiday parties and the big Prost luncheon. So a lot of people will be in town for it. So I think if we'll send the invite out a couple times, but we should also continue to, let's definitely do a big social push for that one, Natalie, because I think we'll get a good turnout.
Where is
I'm
that
gonna announce
one?
that tomorrow. I'm gonna do that tomorrow and then I'll do multiple stories each week, but I'll probably do like 2 or 3 posts in the feed, but I am gonna announce that tomorrow. So it's like a full
Great.
month before.
Great, thank you. Yeah, because I think we'll get some people traveling. It's at the West Hollywood edition.
And do we have discount rate?
Yes, but Diego didn't want to promote it in the invite just because he won't have that many, but people can contact him. But no, it's not being promoted.
Okay.
It's too hard. There's so many people in town for the holidays and their rate discounted is still, I don't know, what's the discount rate edition? It's still like 600 or something. It's crazy. So I'll be there for it and I think we'll get like a good turnout. And then December 16th, Charleston is doing, in lieu of a holiday party or an event, they're doing a philanthropy. So they're revisiting the Low Country Food Bank on a Friday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 on December 16th. And that invite is actually going out tomorrow. And all of this has been passed on to Natalie.
And we're not charging for the philanthropy event, correct?
We're not charging for the philanthropy events. Now, both Phoenix and LA are going to have a charitable component to their events, but I talked to both of them and we're still charging as we would for a typical event because it's like a toy drive or something. So, so we're still charging for those, but for the food bank, no, we're not charging people to go to that.
Maybe in the future, what we do is we, like, if everybody is having these events, maybe we, like, in lieu of, paying for the event, like bring, at least a $25 gift or I don't know, something like that. Like, we can think about that for next year.
Yeah, it would depend on the charity because I don't think they can like bring a gift to like the food bank.
No, but $25 worth of food.
I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know what the policy is and how that food bank like collects their donated food because they're not like bringing food to the food bank. They're physically there packing the boxes for seniors. So that might be.
I just don't want it to come across like brand wise, like, oh, like you're like we're charging around that season and like I don't know.
Oh, you mean for the other events?
Well, no, like if somebody's charging for an event that there's a philanthropic focus,
Oh, no,
It's
we've never
generally-
charged for the, we've
generally
never
what
done that.
would generally what would happen is we would then like that company would then donate that amount of money to
Of course.
said charity.
Yeah, of course. But we've never charged for a philanthropy event. Now, for the holiday event where everybody's going to show up, eat and drink and network for 2 hours and just bring an unwrapped toy with them, I just don't think I think it's still like an event with just like
Okay,
the philanthropy undertones.
sure.
So yeah, so we're still kind of treating it as a normal event. Elizabeth, I just saw your question. It's I don't think it's public knowledge yet, so nobody say anything, but it's Allison who's moving to Arizona. I know it's going to be public knowledge soon. So from Allison from the Chicago team is moving to Arizona. So let's jump over to fans, and full confession on my part, Kim has been waiting on me for like weeks to get on top of things and to connect with her. And Kim, I really appreciate, while I was out for like my family emergency, you really took the initiative and like just started responding to people, and I appreciate that. But do you have any updates you want to share? And I know like my plan is to review everything and connect with you before Friday. But if you have anything to share, and we'd love to hear about the New Zealand fam too, if you have a couple minutes.
Yeah, no worries. I know how busy you are. No worries. I also have been I've been buried since I got home from New Zealand, but New Zealand was awesome. There were a few little weird things I told Monica about a little bit, like there was just some random older woman on our fam that we didn't know about until she was introduced at LAX. And so you knew going into that there were a few sort of weird quirks. She was great. I mean, the woman, she couldn't have been any nicer. But obviously it was just sort of an unexpected surprise. And for her as well, she didn't realize coming on this fam that she was going to be
that's awkward.
older than everybody by 20 some years. So,
right.
So, I mean, it worked out, but it was just a surprise for everybody involved, except the Tourism New Zealand people. So yeah, it was great. Everybody got along really well. Good group. I just really positive feedback. I guess the other sort of unique thing is, and you know that Mackenzie and this girl Joni, who she is a millennial, but she's not involved with MIT. They were like these New Zealand ambassadors, and so they were on our fam, and like a film crew was following them around, and so like everybody was a really good sport about it. Towards the end of the fam, there was a little bit of not really directed at Mackenzie at all. It was really this other girl. A little bit of frustration with her. I think kind of towards the end, I was feeling that some people were. The focus was really on them, and because of that, like this guy James, who was on the fam, like got booted out of his seat on the plane one day because Joni wanted to be up front, and he was already go. So there was like a few sort of things towards the end. I think just people in general were kind of over, film crew following Joni and Mackenzie around. But for the most part, I mean, really good feedback. I think everybody loved New Zealand. It was a good fam overall with just a few weird quirks.
Right. And hopefully like those wouldn't happen on any future fams, because this one was so weird. It was like a hybrid. This was planned to happen in 2020 and then it got pushed. And then at some point, Josh, I don't know, like I never had the initial conversations with Tourism New Zealand, but I think like she just took it upon herself to not really follow our format for our fam program and just made her own changes. She kind of hijacked. Yeah. So thanks for like rolling with it, Kim, and kind of you were just thrust into being the host as well. So we appreciate that.
No, I mean, all in all, I mean, really good feedback. So so it was a great trip. Obviously we were kind of back and forth on emails. I know that I think we're looking at this point January for Bahamas. It's going to be the next sort of official one. Okay.
Nothing until 2023 for fams, just because again the end of this year just got too crazy for people, and it was too hard to plan anything last minute. And so, but for next year we're going to have a really solid, healthy lineup of fams because we've got so many in the works.
Did we send out the official feedback for the New Zealand one?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, can you do that in this week if you have some time? There's a step
can.
in Asana already, and I think it's already assigned to you. It's assigned to FAMs.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
did
I think
just
it's
see
like
that today.
yeah,
So
no, it's fine. I
apologies.
think it's
I've
like
been a bit buried, but yes,
yeah,
I'll get to
it's okay. I think it's like 5 or 6 subtasks for like post
Okay.
FAM follow up.
Okay. Yeah, I will do that
Yeah.
for sure.
And hopefully
I-
people are honest, and then we can share the feedback with the host about the
Yeah.
awkward aspects of it. Yeah, I mean, so when you send the link to people, just say your candid feedback is appreciated. Your honest feedback is appreciated.
We don't
Yeah,
we don't send the detailed responses. There'll
Right.
be some
Like a summary.
ideally, I mean, I think it mistakenly happened in the past one time, but ideally it'd be a summary of the responses from people, but not attributed on to a specific person.
sure.
Yeah, so once we get
Okay,
all those, because there's a post FAM survey for the host, for the participants, and then for the supplier host. So there's 3 different ones, and then we just want to gather them. They'll be populated into the forms platform on Zoho, and then we can basically just extract them like we do the applications, and then look over them and kind of just send her, just share like the general consensus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look through
I mean,
those steps. If you have any questions as you're going through them, just let me know.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks.
Yeah, I think initially my thought was, day one when we met this older woman, and then of course the 2 trade ambassadors, that it was going to be like the older woman on the FAM was going to cause more of like just a weird shift in the dynamic, and it actually ended up being that one trade ambassador who was actually a millennial and younger, who really caused like the biggest shift. So I think that'll probably what the feedback shows. But yeah, I will add that to my to-do list and hopefully get to that tomorrow or the next day to get those out.
Sure,
But
no problem.
I will say that having talked to everybody, like there were a few people who it was their first MIT FAM, and not knowing any differently, they were like thrilled to know like some of the things in the pipeline for next year, like still a ton of interest for future FAMs. So I don't think it hurt anybody's opinion of the Millennials in Travel FAM program.
Okay, that's good to know. And I have a call with James. Actually have a call with James tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know him personally, and he's also interested in getting involved in a leadership position in one of our chapters. So he and I have a call tomorrow, and Josh and I personally know some of the other participants that were on it. So there's a couple that I don't know, but for the ones that we do know, I think they'll be fine. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for that. And like I said, everyone else will and then Switzerland FAM just wrapped up, and I'm actually going to see Christy. We had that one became kind of a hybrid MIT FAM where we had 4 participants on it, and then she filled the other spots, I think with still millennial age people, but she filled the other spot. So it wasn't like an official MIT FAM, but we still got some really great content on our social media. And I've emailed Josh and Caroline and Natalie about some kind of follow-up actions that we can do. I want to quickly jump from FAMs over to Elizabeth, because I know she can only stay on with us for a few more minutes. And then after that, Natalie, and then I can go through again, I just have a couple quick updates on membership and speaking on behalf of the other managers. But Elizabeth, are you there?
Hi, yes. I'm going to just say a few things and then I have to jump off. So sorry. So hopefully you can hear me.
Yep.
And all the chaos behind me. Great. So yes, heavy promotion going on for the Phoenix chapter event, because it, coincides with PROS. PROS will probably have a record-setting turnout, so we anticipate that there'll be people that'll be coming to both. We have people coming in from all over, so I'm sure they're going to probably stay the 2 nights. So we've been pushing it since Arizona Biltmore is hosting both events. They've been pushing it as well.
Good.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's actually working out. So Marcus is helping us with PROS, and he's doing this event. So
awesome.
It's good double promotion.
And I know I asked Natalie in the promotion social media too to include like one post that's like coming to Phoenix for PROS, come early for, millennials in travel. So we're
Yeah,
also
that's
going to
great.
promote Prost. And I don't know if, Prost wants to do the same for millennials in travel, like a reciprocal promotion, but we plan
Sure.
to promote the Prost event for you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already surpassed what we had last year in attendance, and
Okay.
we're still.
So you're capped.
No, we
Oh,
don't have we don't have a cap. That's why we're
Okay.
like super excited. So we're
Okay.
we're really pushing to have a really big number this year. I know, sweetheart. Can you please go sit down? Can you go sit down with brother? So the second thing is tomorrow we have our last of the series for this year of the
Yeah.
travel expos, and there's 3 people signed up. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it since I left the house. There might be more. Otherwise, I will fill in those 2 other slots if we don't have anybody else that's signed up. So not to worry, it'll be covered regardless.
Okay.
And we plan to have a conversation about extending our participation with this. So Monica and Josh and I'm sure we'll get together and have a discussion on whether or not we're going to do this going forward. And then we are in discussions and talking agreements with the travel and adventure team. They're now back. They've contacted us. They're really
Finally.
excited. Yeah. So we are going to have an official partnership agreement with them going into 2023. So
Okay.
stay tuned. There's going to be
Great.
more information about that coming soon. And that's it.
Elizabeth,
Yes.
just 2 things real quickly. Did you already film an intro for tomorrow?
I didn't. I did not.
Okay.
If somebody else can film it, great. Otherwise, I can do it like first thing in the morning.
What's
At
the
like 6.
theme?
It's Europe.
Europe. Okay. Let me.
Hey, no, thank you.
And then
No,
did
thank
we
you.
hear back from Travel and Adventure with the counter contract that we had sent? Or we had talked
No,
about?
just a review. We're reviewing. We'll be back shortly. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but as soon as I hear back more, I'll certainly let everybody know.
Cool.
Elizabeth, who should I talk to? Should I talk to Taisha about like cross promoting Prost and MIT events?
No, that's me.
You, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
if
me.
you had stepped down or, okay. So,
I'm
okay, perfect.
seeing the holiday party through.
Oh, okay.
And so, we're gonna have to figure it out because on Friday I just had 2 other hotels say they came forward and said we have a special Prost rate, and so I had to be very delicate because it's Arizona Biltmore. So I'm
Of
just trying
course.
to work out like how that works with all the partnerships.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And it being our members, but staying true to Arizona Biltmore. So hold
Okay.
tight. We'll make sure that we get something out to
No
include
problem.
everyone.
I'll just email you the links and information so you have it. And then if I looked on the Prost website and I didn't see like a link for the event, or it says like the next event is the November event. So I don't know if you have something that you want us to reference in a post.
Yeah, honey, that's me too.
Yeah.
So as you know, I'm trying to work through
I know.
elections.
Oh, I
And
know,
so
for sure.
Obviously with elections stopping tomorrow, I will have much more time to dedicate
Okay.
to this holiday party, which I'm calling a wedding because it's
Okay.
it's totally insane.
Yeah.
So as soon as I can get done with the elections tomorrow, then I'll be onto the holiday party. So more
Okay.
to come.
Okay, got it. So Natalie, we'll just hold off on like the referencing, like cross promoting with the Prost event until we get more info from Elizabeth.
Yeah, and I'll be able to send links and everything, and it'll be on the website with links to RSVP.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Thank you. I wasn't sure if
Thank
it had
you.
already gone out because I'd seen posts about it, but it must have just
Yeah,
been a save the date. So that's fine.
No, it's definitely
I
out.
was making sure I
Registration's
didn't
out.
miss something. Okay.
No, yeah, all good.
Okay.
All good. Okay, thank you guys so much.
thanks.
I have to sign off. Okay,
bye.
bye-bye.
Natalie, over to you.
Sure, I can be really quick. And Monica, I know we're talking on Friday and we can go through much more. I just had 2 quick reminders, and I actually think this will be more for when you do your officer meetings. Just
Okay.
when we're doing takeovers, for one, it needs to be MIT members only. I know we had that one little situation where a third party was going to take over, but just a reminder,
Yeah.
that does, need to be us. So I think if you can just remind them that, just that the officers aren't extending to the hotel
For
reps,
sure.
people like that. We just want to keep it.
I'll definitely
Whatever.
remind, that's an officer that has left.
Okay.
So that is an isolated issue. I think it's really obvious and clear to everyone else, but
Okay.
I have a meeting next Monday, so I will remind
Okay,
them.
great. And then just with the takeovers, when people are logging in, just to make sure they aren't opening messages and just like going
Okay.
on doing the takeover and
Don't
logging.
meddle with the social.
There's been a few instances where I've missed messages and things were open. So just a reminder, go in, I know
Okay.
it's easy to stay logged into the account, but just do your takeover. And then if they can just all sign out, we're giving the password, it's out there, it's for
Yeah.
people to use, and that's awesome. But we're giving people, a lot of creative liberty to do that kind of thing. So if they
Right.
go do the takeover, log out, that would be great. That
Be
was just,
responsible.
there-
And
how
admittedly,
did-
it might have been me that might have accidentally read a message or two, because
oh, if
I
it's
have
you, you can do
I'm logged in
whatever
on-
you want, Monica.
no, it's fine.
You can
'cause
stay
I-
logged in as
sometimes
long as you want.
I
You can
go
do
into
whatever
like
you want.
autopilot and I get the notifications and
You
I'm like, read
supersede
it. Oh
that.
wait, no, that's not for me.
You
That's
supersede
someone
that rule.
Well,
How
No,
do-
it might
admitted,
be me.
I think I did that too in New
Yeah.
Zealand because like back and forth between accounts.
No,
And I read a message or two. So
No
apologies
worries.
because I am guilty of
no,
that
it's
as well.
all good. And I know it's so easy, especially when you're logged into like, your personal, whatever, and it's so easy to stay on one of the accounts and not
You
talk.
just like go into autopilot. You're like, oh, I better read
Totally.
this notification. Oh wait, that's not
Totally.
for
And
me.
it's not an
How
issue.
do-
It hasn't been something that's like,
Good
detrimental.
reminder.
So.
Yeah. Sorry, Josh.
How do
what-
other companies do the takeover as far as like,
Yeah, it's a
is there
good
not
question.
some?
Yeah, so when we used to do takeovers at the hotel when I was at Beverly Hills, if we had someone doing a takeover, so to speak, they would create all of the stories and send them to us. And we were
Ah.
posting and doing the relevant handles and things like that, just to avoid this where you're giving out, passwords to, but I know, we're a smaller organization. It's not a hotel. It's
Right.
just us, it's officers. It's not like the passwords being given out a ton. But that's what I've done, or we've done in the past, with my team was, they were sent to us and then we posted as like the takeover.
Natalie, don't you have a new job?
I do. I'm
Yeah,
actually at
congrats.
Montage Laguna Beach right now. Yes.
Okay.
Woo.
Yes, I'm working with Montage International. So I will be
Awesome.
working
So
on the
exciting.
Montage and Pendry brand and then all of the individual properties. So I'm actually at the Laguna Beach
Cool.
Hotel right now.
So
Yeah, happy to be back in
exciting.
hotels. I love it.
Congratulations. Also,
you.
let me know if you have time for coffee or a drink next Monday or
Yes.
Tuesday. I'll
Yes,
be in
yes, yes.
Hermosa. Okay.
Yes, we'll text and
Yeah.
I'll make sure I see you.
Cool,
but yeah,
cool.
all is good.
Very
And that
good.
was really all I had. I had a few, there's some stats on the next slides. I don't need to run through them. It looks a little different than the typical
Mm-hmm.
Zoho screenshots, just because I am on my work laptop. I don't have my personal with that
Fine.
login. So I pulled these from Instagram directly, but I did pull these stats from the last 90 days. Some pretty nice results here, just with an overview of insights. Our accounts reached has grown, accounts engaged. We're up in followers. To the right is our impressions over the last 90 days. So just
Nice.
time the photo flashed into someone's feed, that's what an impression is. So you can see the Switzerland fam was really high, as well as the New York networking event. And then if you go to the next page, just a few more stats if people want to look through interactions, accounts engaged, and followers. All numbers are up over the past 3 months, which has been great. And I know we
What
have
happened on September 22nd?
say that again? Oh, I know. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. But really good all across the
That's
board.
interesting.
Engagement's gone up, which is great. Making sure we're interacting with those who are posting, commenting back. So it's been
Yeah.
exciting to see.
Yeah, I think that's important going forward, is like more engagement, right? And finding ways for our audience to actually
Can that be
engage with
done
us.
through a third party, or are you doing that on each platform?
That's me doing it on, it's mostly Instagram. People are commenting that I'm commenting back. So it's not like we're getting, like Twitter and Facebook. There will be some comments here and there that I'll like on Facebook and LinkedIn. I'll chat with you about it, Monica, but I haven't been posting through Zoho just because there's some struggles there, but we can chat about that on Friday. So I've just been going through the app, doing Instagram and Facebook, and then.
And again, if like there's like another third party
Yeah.
platform,
Yeah.
like let's just invest in
Yeah.
that.
Definitely. Monica, I know I'll chat on Friday.
We're
about
gonna chat. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Josh, I'll chat with you. Maybe the three of us should have the call to kind of just talk
Sure.
over kind of high level about social media as a whole, and like
Yeah.
what are
What
plan
time
is
are you
going
guys
forward.
talking?
Was it like, I'm really flexible. I think I just like picked a random.
Yeah, I'm good
time.
all day Friday up until like 3 p.m. Pacific time. I think we're chatting in the morning. I don't have it up right now.
Okay,
I've
that would
got
be
it
good.
here.
I
No, I
have
did. It's 12:30 p.m.,
Okay.
but we can move it. I'm flying home that day, so I can't do it before. I can't do it before 12:30, but I can do it after.
Okay, then let's just do 12:30.
Okay,
I'll
cool.
keep it, and I'll set up a Zoom instead. It's right now. It's just as a call.
I'll
but
be I'll be driving. But
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Problem. And then, yeah, we'll do a recap of the, what did I just send you today? Did I ask you about Switzerland? and New
Oh,
Zealand?
Switzerland. Yep.
Switzerland, yes.
Switzerland,
And
mhm.
so once we get those photos, I'll do a recap, but yes.
Yeah.
all's
And you
good.
should have enough like member or new we don't have very many of the member
Yes.
spotlights. That was
Yeah,
something
no,
that just kind
we're
of got
good.
off the ground.
But with all
Um,
the holiday promotion, we'll be good. Lots
Okay.
of stories, lots of posts.
But do you want to keep doing the member spotlights? Because I'll have the meeting
Yeah.
with the chapter officers on Monday, so I
Oh,
can
member
remind them.
spotlights. Yes, I don't think
Yeah.
we've had one since I took over. in the last-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's a form. Actually, we should check. Do you have access to Zoho forms? Have you been in there yet? We can go over this on
Oh,
our
I don't
call
know.
Friday.
Can
But
you make a
okay.
note? Thank you.
So
I can make a note too, that we go.
is there a form for member?
yeah. You created a form. You don't remember?
Cool.
Gosh,
No.
cool.
So we'll go over that. Just
Okay.
remind me.
Yes,
I need
I'll
to make an
remind you.
agenda, but the Zoho forms so they can submit it, and then everything is basically
Okay.
just you can log into Zoho and pull the info. So there's membership spotlights and there's new team lead, like new leadership
Yes.
team members, which has
Yes.
been good. And
Yep.
I've seen those. Those have been great, and I know we've got a pipeline full of those because
Yes,
there's
we have
somebody.
lots going on.
And then we probably never even promoted like the original people before we
I
started
know. I'm
doing
calling
that.
everyone this just in, our newest, no one,
Yeah.
the outside doesn't need to know that if they've been here 5 months or 1 month.
Right.
years.
But I don't think like Josh has ever been promoted.
Oh,
Like,
hey, we can bring it on back and intro you and Josh.
We've only had 3 people submit.
We could bring it
fit
back
through
to the
the form.
founders, meet the
oh,
founders.
we have. What are the three?
Justin, Yina Munez, and Lily Carr.
I don't. Which is the most recent one?
Lily Carr, August
Okay.
29th.
So then, yeah. So that was the last one that she did was Lily Carr on August 29th. I think Emma posted it.
Yeah,
in,
there's
like,
just been
September.
3 total entries.
Okay. So I'll
Okay.
tell the chapter officers to keep doing those.
Great.
And then we'll talk more about social strategy on
Yes,
Friday.
cover all
Okay,
the
cool.
Awesome. All right. I have to run to an event,
Okay.
but thank you all.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Friday. Bye.
Real quick, I won't go too deep into the stats, but Kate sent over the membership. Nice little increase. It's always just good to see our membership increasing, or our contacts in our database increasing, I should say. So we're up to 3313. And of those, 23 are new members, which is compared to 16 in September. So that's good. And then a list of the cities or regions where those new members are coming from. Kristen couldn't be with us on the call today, but Josh, I actually need to check on this in Asana. I don't know who she assigned this to, but she just mentioned that the new benefit for Bounce hasn't been added to the website yet. Is that, I don't know if she assigned it to you, but if you could check on that. and see.
Probably this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And then, so that still needs to be added on the website. And then once it's on the website, we can do social media promotion. It'll give us one more thing to talk about. And then of course it can be featured in a future newsletter as well. Amanda couldn't be with us tonight and didn't send me any updates. Digital
She has
content.
sent through some jobs that I need to get posted, but
Okay, great. Good. Okay, so you get right on that.
thanks, Rose.
Then digital content for the newsletter. So we have that position open right now, but Josh has agreed to take on the newsletter in the interim. So we'll have the November newsletter going out. Do you have a date for that yet, Josh?
I believe it was November. I'm not sure it was the interim that I agreed to. It was the November one. No, but let's say, are we trying to hit? I mean, I would say the 17th is probably the latest we could do it.
Yeah.
So I'd like to aim for the 17th.
Okay. I will amend that on the communications calendar. There is also Kelly Benz is one of our officers for Nashville. She's reached out to me. She's a travel writer. And she volunteered to help with like any blogs or digital content. Like she kind of volunteered to do this position as well. I haven't replied to her yet, but I can touch base with her and see if she, might be interested in helping.
That'd be great.
Okay, thanks. And then the blog I've sent to you for Peru, that needs to go up. And then we need to, Kim, do you know if anyone on the New Zealand fam might want to do a blog post?
That's a good question. I want to say that someone was talking about this.
Okay.
I can't remember who now, but let me think about that.
Okay, if you, in
Yeah.
doing your outreach, if you could ask somebody to do it, that'd be great for us to add to our
Yeah.
blog.
Yeah.
Caroline arranged for the Peru one to be sent. So Josh, that's in your hands now to be like formatted and put on the website. And then I've asked Christy if she or one of the fam participants that we sent on the Switzerland fam will do one as well. So we should have those 3 coming in. And then maybe Kelly will have some other ideas. So I will talk to her about helping with the blog and perhaps our newsletter. Okay, Josh and Caroline, any updates from you?
So for me on my end, I am working the responsible. I have a lot of stuff I need to send to you, Josh, but by the sound of it, it looks like you have a lot on your plate already. But
We always have full plates.
yes. But basically I've like sorry, I got my like booster and flu shot today, so like my mind's kind of jello. But I got my I finalized the responsible travel page, so I was gonna send that to you to look at. If any feedback, like anything you want to add to it as well, maybe things from like the different events, the upcoming events, the philanthropic stuff, we can like add like like pictures, things like that. And then I have basically made like a template for the sustainable shout out for like the blog, and I'm working on like social media templates for like Instagram stories and things like that, so that way like I can, if you think it looks okay, which I need to send you, I can just like bank a bunch and then we'll have all of those just like ready to go.
Any of that related, like I don't need to.
Social can just go to Natalie.
Okay,
Yeah.
What about the blog? Is the blog like,
I mean,
no?
Yeah, you can send it to me so I can get it up.
I mean, I
yeah,
can
but
post it. It just mostly
I
like
don't need to approve
Okay.
content. I think if it's content that's static and it's not subjective, like obviously a blog is from the person that's writing the blog, so I don't feel the need to like edit unless it's like really, really bad.
Long.
I guess it's more of the stuff on our pages that are static, that it's coming from the MIT voice. That's what I feel that there needs to be like a review, because it's the organization speaking, not an individual person or contributor.
Right. Okay. So in that case, I mean, I can just keep drafting them and just banking them then, if that's.
Yeah, totally cool.
Okay, cool. So yes, those are all the updates from me.
Great. And I copied you on an email today too, with Christy with Switzerland, because that was like a Swiss-stainable theme. So she might have some content to share.
Okay, perfect.
I can't remember, what was the date? Did we miss the date?
Well, we were gonna do it with the fam, but then the fam just like didn't really go, like wasn't like the official fam.
Wasn't there a date in November, like November 5th or?
I have to look it
but
up.
I think it was like a philanthropy day.
Yeah, there is a date in November. I have to look it up. I don't have my notebook on me right now, but it's in there somewhere. So I'll just Google it.
Because we were gonna do like a press release and everything too.
Yeah, November 15th.
Oh, okay. So next Tuesday. Okay. So then maybe that's what we lead in with the newsletter as well on the 17th, of saying, hey, we just launched this, blah, 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 blah. So let's connect with Natalie and try to get, let's try to
had like a press release drafted already too, right?
Pretty sure she did too. Yeah. So it might just need to be tweaked or updated.
Yeah,
but
I'll revisit that. Okay, I'll revisit Natalie's press release and just connect with her on that. And then then the only thing that needs to just like be looked at is the responsible travel page.
Okay, cool.
Which I will send you a note just to like remind you so you have it in your inbox.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and then we'll like, that'll be maybe the focus for Thursday. We can talk about the philanthropic things that we're doing for the holidays or those chapters, blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
Great.
Okay.
That's a
perfect.
good right before Thanksgiving time, like be thankful and give thanks and
Right.
blah,
Okay.
blah, blah,
And-
blah.
And you can thank MIT for by
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it on my end.
Okay.
nothing else, Mon. Let's just chat real quick after this.
Sure.
About things. Cool.
Okay. Sounds good. Thanks,
Okay.
everyone.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
We're doing great. Everyone's doing great.
Woohoo! Surviving. Have a good rest of the week, everyone. Thank you. Bye.